It's Peaches here, and this is Peaches Pit Party, the podcast. A lot of puh sounds with that title. A replay of today's full show, which you can hear weekday afternoons live on K-Barrel 101. I hope you like what I have to say, and if not, well, then I'm sorry, not sorry. Enjoy. Well, we are here. It is Hump Day, October 9th, 2024, kicking off the show with some classic Rise Against. It's Peaches Pit Party on K-Barrel 101. Note to peach their own during the 4 p.m. afternoon because I will be at Wackerly Auto Center on Holmes in Idaho Falls. You got to meet me there when I'm broadcasting there from 4 to 6 p.m. to get your name on our guest list for our Haunted Meetup this Friday at the Haunted Mill in Teton. It was awesome seeing all the listeners show up last week at the Haunted River in Manan. This week, moving on to the 5 floors of terror that is the Haunted Mill. The next week, we'll be making our way over to the Lost Souls attractions in Shelley. That'll be the final Haunted Meetup of the year. I love the spoopy season. I also love our Rockin' Halloween playlist, Haunted by No Limit Guitar Company. Speaking of No Limit Guitar Company, giving away that guitar right now, that Yamaha Revstar Element RSE 20 electric guitar. That's black. We'll be drawing a winner for that on Friday, as well as drawing winners for the Tom Segura ticket giveaway. You can win tickets before you can even buy them to go see Tom Segura Saturday, April 26th at the Mountain America Center. You sign up for all of our giveaways within the K-Bear 101 and Alt 101 apps. Feel free to get a hold of me over at 208-535-1015. Speaking of Halloween, got some Ghost coming up as part of our K-Bear Rockin' Halloween. Once again, Haunted by No Limit Guitar Company. Peaches Pit Party on K-Bear 101, Idaho's only rock station. Yesterday, I tried the new Krabby Patty at Wendy's, the Krabby Patty collab. That whole meal is a burger, fries, and a pineapple under the sea Frosty. The burger was pretty good. Fries were, of course, just Wendy's fries. The pineapple Frosty, delicious. I'd recommend getting that meal the next time you go to Wendy's. Now, Burger King is getting into the spoopy season with a new collaboration with the Addams family. They have teamed up with the family to create the new Wednesday Whopper, inspired by Wednesday Addams, of course. The weird thing about it is that there's going to be a purple bun instead of a regular bun. Remember when Burger King did the Black Whopper and it was just black bread? I want to know who pitched that idea. Because this one sort of makes sense, like you're teaming up with a creepy, popular TV show. It's been around forever. The Addams family's been around since before my parents were even born. It only makes sense. But the Black Whopper, that came out of just nowhere. K-Bear 101, Idaho's only rock station. According to 2023 data from the INRIX Global Traffic Scorecard, this is one of those titles that you do not want at all. New York City is the worst for rush hour traffic. I guess this could fall under "oh, really" news. The average driver in New York City spends 101 hours sitting in a jam in 2023. London, Paris, and Mexico City were not far behind that. Of the top 15 worst cities in the world, 7 are in the United States. New York, Boston, Philadelphia, Chicago, Los Angeles, of course, on there, Houston, and Miami. Pretty much all the big cities here in the U.S., you're expecting bad traffic. I'm shocked that London, Paris, and Mexico City also made the list because, European countries, they like to rely on public transportation. Something that the U.S. should definitely, put back into place. Maybe not make the buses horrible. The subway in New York, oh man, it's not nearly as bad as the subway in Los Angeles. The subway in Los Angeles, you discover all types of smells from, a certain substance that you can, have fun with. What else is there? BO, maybe even decay, mold. If someone wants to make the worst candle possible, make the Los Angeles subway candle. K-Bear 101, Idaho's only rock station. My parents often tell me updates about their, now what I would call pet squirrels. They just feed squirrels in the backyard. I believe there's 2 or 3 of them. One of them is named Pierre, that they thought was a guy until, Pierre, quote unquote Pierre, decided to sprawl himself out on the screen door to get my parents' attention to feed him peanuts. Well, they got a good look at Pierre and said, oh, Pierre's actually a girl. And my parents still call him or call her Pierre. And they just feed these 3 squirrels. And I'm worried that more and more squirrels are going to show up to the backyard. They have a little squirrel peanut holder that they can also dig peanuts from. And my mom sent me this picture not that long ago of even raccoons infiltrating into the backyard. I'm like, you better get those raccoons away from Pierre and the gang, all right? Raccoons are smart creatures, for sure. And this woman in Poulsbo, Washington, she called authorities when 100 raccoons showed up looking for food. This woman started giving food to these raccoons 35 years ago. The population grew rapidly in the last 6 weeks. Somehow the word got out in raccoon land, and they all showed up to her house expecting a meal. I don't know what they did with these raccoons, if they just said shoo shoo, or, I don't know, shot a gun into the air to make them all flee. I don't know. The animals surrounded her home one day, or no, they surround her home day and night. Oh, animal control is still trying to find a solution. Don't feed wild animals is what they say. When wild animals have a reliable food source, they're going to keep coming back to it. But yeah, my dad is now petting those squirrels, by the way. My mom told me about that on the phone yesterday. He's just out there petting the squirrels as if, yeah, they're pets. And now it's that time for your Shot Clock Sports Update. The New York Jets have come back from their London trip with one less head coach. Robert Saleh, I believe it's Salah or Saleh, has been fired after a 2-3 start to the season. It's the first time in 25 years of owning the team that Woody Johnson has canned as head coach in the middle of a season. Woody Johnson's a horrible name, by the way. The Jets entered the 2024 season with high expectations, and Aaron Rodgers, of course, returning from an Achilles injury, but the team's offense has struggled. Defensive coordinator Jeff Ulbrich has taken over as the Jets' interim coach and is expected to remain in that role for the rest of the season. Arizona Cardinals quarterback Kyler Murray, he has partnered with the video game franchise Call of Duty. The partnership involves Murray making a few bucks as he promotes the game, and it's also a slap in the face to his critics. If you'll remember, a couple years ago, Murray's $230 million extension included an independent study addendum that stated Murray could not be engaged in other activities such as playing video games while watching game film and preparing for future opponents. Whatever Murray has been doing with video games or without has been working because he's been having a solid, productive season so far. And in baseball news here, in honor of keeping the peace during last night's game between the Padres and Dodgers in San Diego, the Padres went out of their way to remind fans to keep it classy. After some rowdy behavior in Game 2 where fans threw objects onto the field, the Padres issued a zero-tolerance policy for abusive actions. Padres team president Eric Grupner issued the following statement: "Our game is at its best when our players and fans give everything they have for their team and city while showing respect and sportsmanship towards players and fans of the opposing team. There is never an excuse for abusive speech or behavior towards others at Petco Park." The Dodgers fan base, I myself am a Dodgers fan, but the Dodgers fan base overall sucks. They're known to just beat up people. There's stories about Dodgers fans killing fans of other fan bases, of other teams, I should say. And it's downright awful. It's just a sport. You just watch the sport and that's it. There's no need to get into a fight over it. Anyway, that does it for your Shot Clock Sports Update right here on K-Bear 101. Peach's Pit Party on K-Bear 101, Idaho's only rock station. There's a lot of weird art out there. And at the museum of, well, the Lamb Museum in the Netherlands, there was a supposed statue, a supposed art piece of two beer cans. I'm looking at the supposed art piece right here in the studio. One of the cans is standing straight up. The other one is on the side, and both cans are on the ground. So I don't think the guy's in the wrong here. This custodian just saw the two beer cans, picked them up, and threw them away. The work is titled "All the Good Times We Spent Together." It's by this French artist named Alexander Levet. Fortunately, other staff members realized what had happened, and they fished the cans out of the garbage, and they just quickly put the art piece, the quote-unquote art piece, back together. And the cans had been originally displayed in the elevator, but the mishap has caused the museum to rethink its presentation. It's in the elevator. Two beer cans on the ground in the elevator. Watch me outdo this man's art piece and maybe put together, like, I don't know, a pyramid of soda cans. How much money could I get for that? Idaho's only rock station, K-Bear 101. I'm skeptical about this news here. Researchers in Denmark, they developed a new drug that mimics the effects and benefits of strenuous exercise without moving a muscle. It mimics the effects of running a 10K without the effort. The study, published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry, maintains that the drug produces the same health benefits as running a long distance at a fast clip. currently called Lake. The drug has been shown in lab rats to flush, there's that buzzword, toxins, and strengthen the heart. I'm all for it. Let's do it. I'll take that pill. For the most part, I try my best to exercise after work, but then, never happens, or hardly ever happens, I should say. Sometimes I'll be motivated enough to go outside and go on a little run, especially before the terrible cold weather shows up here for our winter time, and then I'm forced to go to the gym and walk on the treadmill, which is not nearly as fun as just walking outside or walking that green belt in the summertime. Man, that's a fun time for sure. Winter's coming and I'm not looking forward to it, but maybe in the wintertime I could start taking this pill and lose the necessary weight. A TikTok user by the name of Brittany Nicole claims that her dream home is poisoning her and her family. They say they're suffering from symptoms due to black mold, but the home builders insist there's nothing wrong with the property because her mortgage comes with a nearly 9% interest rate. Nicole feels like she's stuck in the home. She said in the video, my AC was installed wrong. It's an oversized unit with exposed holes everywhere. My whole house was built with moldy lumber. She has a warning for those who are building a new home. If I could share something with you, it's that you should watch the process of your new build. I'm not going to be building a home anytime soon. Come on now. The closest I'll be doing so is in Minecraft or something like that. K-Barrel 101, Idaho's only rock station. This is how you know Disney freaks are on a whole other level. Disney World fans still showed up to Disney World earlier today despite the park closing at 1 in the afternoon, maybe even later than that, because of Hurricane Milton. My entire news feed is filled with Hurricane Milton stories. I'm hoping everybody in that area is has either evacuated or is being safe, despite, seeing the story here about men, women, and children decked out in ponchos and umbrellas went to Disney World earlier today, probably for some last-minute fun before they're okay, now we need to hunker down, get ourselves ready for this massive storm headed our way. Let's hope it's not nearly as bad as everyone thinks, even though I was seeing all this hype about it. People were all over social media talking hype about it like it's some sort of major return of a WWE wrestler. This is the 5th strongest storm ever recorded in the Atlantic area. I hope everyone's ready. And it's just dude, what are you talking about? Hide. Quit posting on social media. Take cover. Thanks for listening to Peach's Pit Party, the podcast. If you enjoy the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Peach's Pit Party is hosted by me, Peaches, and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com. Until next time, Peach out.